Hello, and welcome to another episode of Rachel Rogers TV. I'm Rachel Rogers, and today we're going to talk about cold, hard cash. Yes, that oh so necessary form of currency that you need to be able to do business. As a business owner, you are probably obsessed with cash, right? You're thinking about how to generate it, how to have enough of it, and where to invest it once you do have it. And if you are not obsessed with your cash flow, you absolutely should be. But here's something that I see a lot of business owners not do, and that's projecting their cash flow. If you want to get to that next level, if you want to have a seven-figure business, then you need to be projecting your cash flow when you're still a six-figure business or even smaller. From day one, you must be projecting your cash flow, and to be able to make short-term and long-term plans based on the kinds of revenue that you can expect to come in. Now, this is not something that you need an accountant for. You don't need a bookkeeper for it. This is something that you can do yourself on a weekly and quarterly basis, and even a daily basis to make sure that your business is moving in the right direction. Otherwise, it'll be months before you know whether your business is even profitable or not, or whether you're losing money. And how can you recover from situations where you're short on cash if you don't know at least 30 days out? So if you're at a loss about how to do this and how to incorporate this in your daily and weekly and quarterly method of running your business, I'm going to do you a favor and tell you my method of how I project my own cash flow. So let's get down to business. Okay, guys, so this is my project your cash flow spreadsheet. All right, this is a sample. These numbers are not accurate, but I want to show you exactly how we go about projecting our cash flow on a regular basis. So first, what you're going to do is add up all of the existing money in the business, including bank accounts, PayPal, and any money in transit, all right? So that's what you're going to do here. So if you're currently got money that you are transferring from PayPal to your checking account, for example, that would be the cash in transit. But you're going to add up here all the cash that you currently have on hand. Then secondly, you're going to add up all your expected income that is guaranteed. This is the stuff that you know is coming in. So it could be automated payments that will automatically be charged to your customers or clients on a specific day. It could be money that's already been paid or just hasn't cleared yet or is about to be paid. So this is money that you absolutely are sure is coming in. Maybe you have a lead and they've signed a contract so they're ready to go. Maybe you've got people on retainer or payment plans and that kind of thing. So that is the money that would go in this section for total pending payments. Then you're going to add up all your payments that are likely to convert to actual revenue. For instance, if you sell products, knowing what your average weekly sales are will allow you to estimate the income for a given period to make this more accurate. And if you sell services, knowing how many leads you convert to paying clients on average will allow you to estimate what income you can expect based on your current leads. You want to separate these out as potential payments since you can't guarantee you'll get that income. So those potential payments are going to go right over here. And as you can see, you can add up all of your fixed costs for the same time period. So this is where the expenses are. Here we're talking about things that you cannot reduce or cut, the essential expenses you must pay to keep the business afloat. This is, salaries, software, rent, loan repayments, things like that absolutely must be paid. And of course, you should make sure you've got an owner salary in there too. Make sure you're also paying yourself. So add any other expenses you'd like to pay during the same time frame. So this can include paying off debt. It can be putting money aside in your savings. It can be a conference that you might be traveling to or other investments into the business. But they're not going to sink the business if they don't get paid, right? So that's the stuff that goes down here. These are the potential expenses. And then these are the expenses that you absolutely must meet. And then you just simply do the math or let the spreadsheet do the math for you. And that's one of the beauties of using, this is a Google spreadsheet. So you can use a Google Doc spreadsheet like this and you can have these different sections add up, right? And then those numbers get automatically plugged in here. Then the expenses are deducted from it and then you can see the cash flow difference, whether it's positive or negative. So if you have a negative cash flow difference and you've got a shortfall this month, you know 2 to 4 weeks ahead of time, rather than finding out the day of and having to scramble or having to put your business in a precarious situation. So now you know what's your expected shortfall or surplus. This will tell you whether you're in good shape and need to focus on business as usual, or if you need to find some ways to generate some more cash. Since one of the biggest recurring expenses in my business is payroll, I like to center my cash flow projections around payroll. So I do this spreadsheet and these cash flow projections every 2 weeks. For your business, maybe it makes more sense to do weekly if you have, like, for example, a lot of smaller transactions, if you're like selling products, versus if you're selling services and have, maybe a certain amount of retainer clients, and then you need to know how many new clients do you need to bring in this month to make your numbers for the month. Then you can just know that ahead of time, and that's what the beauty of this spreadsheet truly is. In addition to the short-term planning that I do and using this spreadsheet to plan out my expenses on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, I also do long-term planning with my bookkeeper. So he helps me to project both my quarterly and my annual revenues so that I can plan long-term as well as short-term. Starting off your month knowing exactly how much you can expect to come in allows you to plan accordingly. If there's a surplus, then maybe there's an investment that you want to make in the business to grow your business. And if there's a shortfall, then you can come up with some clever ways to either create a new product, offer a new service, or find a way to raise the capital that you need to raise to meet your numbers for the month. So focusing on the money and keeping track of both our short-term and long-term projections allows us to really plan for growth in the business. It allows you to do things that you would not be able to do otherwise. Instead of flying blind, you know you've got the numbers to back you up in all the plans that you're making for your business. So there you have it, guys. This is a 15-minute task that you can do every week that will save you so much time and heartache and will put you in a position to really drive your business forward. That's all I have for you today, folks. Thank you so much for watching Rachel Rogers TV. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend. And if you never want to miss an episode, use these subscriber boxes below to subscribe. It's just like DVR, and we know you don't want to miss it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.